So here I am, starting a stream, but this time around, it's again about a discussion going on. Now, if you don't know who Tydes is, he's a Dead by Daylight content creator, high time, and you know, he plays games as Survivor and Killer, and he's been here since a while, actually. You know, he's been playing Dead by Daylight for a while. He's considered a Dead by Daylight veteran in a way that, you know, he's been playing quite a while. And you see, here's the thing, just to know about me. I don't really agree with Tydes' opinions, and that's fine. I'm in no way saying that we should always agree and my opinion is superior or anything, but I never seem to agree with Tydes' opinion. Not never, but even when I sometimes agree, he either puts another opinion that just I totally disagree with, which makes me disagree with him more, even when I agree with him, or he just sounds like an angry kid who is, you know, complaining instead of trying to find solutions to the problem he's trying to talk about. Now, this time around, I actually wanted to see his video on and about his opinions on the Ruin and Doctor changes. If you haven't seen it, he basically goes over the Ruin and Doctor changes as I've gone through as well. And so I'm simply putting this here just so anyone who watches this stream, like, after it's done, can understand what we're doing. I'm probably gonna go over it when people join and ask if they do. But so in the Ruin, about the Ruin changes, he says, you know, Ruin has been a staple in a killer's arsenal for a while. Agreed. He doesn't talk about why. He doesn't talk about why that is. He does, but not actually addressing the problem. So he says, as a reason, saying the Gatekeeper emblem. Now, here are two things. Let me just quiet down, Demogorgon. We don't need to be interrupted. But here are two things. Now, Ruin has been a staple in the killer's arsenal since he came out, yes. But the thing is, emblem system wasn't the same when it came out. Hag came out 2000, I think it was January of 2017. Around that time, maybe February. I used to play then. I played when Hag first came out and when Hex Totems were introduced. Now, here's the thing. Emblems, the way you pipped before was, as killer, if you got 4 kills. Emblems weren't a thing back then. So Ruin wasn't introduced for Gatekeeper emblem, it was introduced to slow down the game. May I remind you, back then there were no slowing down the game. There were double pallets, pallet vacuums, window vacuums, there were a lot of stuff in the game. And maps were getting bigger and bigger, like larger and larger. And killers literally had no way of pressuring the game enough, especially, like, not that kicking the gen matters, but that wasn't even a thing back then. So there was, like, survivors would 99 gens, that was a strat back then. Survivors would 99 all 5 gens and then pop them at the same time. That was a strat back then. It was annoying as hell. And that's why they introduced Ruin, to slow down the game and give killers enough pressure. Now, that wasn't because gens took, you know, a short amount of time to do. You see, the main problem was the killers couldn't pressure the game enough. And that was because, 1, the maps were big. 2, survivors had so many stuff under there, you know. And when Hag was introduced, that was around the time that people were actually learning to 360 and loot pallets. It was getting scarier for killers, I will agree. They were slowly becoming dark times for killers. And, you know, basically, killers needed some sort of help to slow down the game just enough so that they could make it to, they could down someone and make it to the other side of the map without a gen popping to their face. Fast forward, all these things have been removed. Double pallets is no longer a thing. Pallet vacuums is no longer a thing. Pallets have been reduced by, like, I think it was, I don't remember the exact, and I don't want to, give false information because, pallets just started coming less and less over time, and just, this is around the time I started, not liking Tydes' opinions, because he said there were still a lot of pallets in the game when more than half the pallets were removed from the game. It was just kind of becoming stupid. But, and then fast forward, now the ruin changes. He said he didn't like the ruin changes, which is fine. You don't have to like every change they made. However, he said, now, people, he did a complete segue to ranking system, and he said things like rank should matter, and the reason people say 4Ks is the way to win is because, the pipping system is broken. Agreed, pipping system is broken. That's why I myself, consider 4K as the winning system. However, the thing is, there is no real way to fix pipping like the emblem system as it is. There is no way, because there are so many variables in a game that you cannot have an accurate pipping system, which Tydes seems to not understand. He sees the problem of, emblem system being broken, but he doesn't identify why, and he doesn't identify how to fix it. And may I remind you, again, back when 4Ks were the way to double pip. So, that's part of the reason some people, see 4Ks as winning as well. Now, he said Rune was needed to get a decent gatekeeper, as killer. Now, sure, okay, let's roll with it. I mean, you need a way to slow down the game, but not for all killers. In this video, something I found was he was talking like every killer needed it. Billy doesn't need it. Nurse doesn't need it. We'll come to that, but God, this is gonna be a long stream intro. But killers like Billy, Nurse, like people with map pressure don't need it. Killers who doesn't have a way of traversing to the other side of the map without a gen popping to their face needs them. That is the thing. Now, he said, without Ruin, there's gonna be no way for, killers to get Gatekeeper, and he kept talking about the Gatekeeper emblem. And then, devs knowing this, they said, we're adjusting the Gatekeeper emblem to be more lenient for killers. And then he said, this is the most stupid shit I've ever heard. What? What? God, do I have to clip this and make another video about it, or do I just have to make a separate video? I don't understand. You're complaining about how Rune is needed in order to score a decent Gatekeeper, right? So then the devs say, hey, we know this, so we're making Gatekeeper more lenient, so, you can still pip. And then you say, that's the absolute stupidest shit that they have ever said. Huh? How does that work? I would love to open a discussion, but I just don't understand how that works. Now, I have a separate video talking about the Ruin changes and my opinion on them. Ruin, I like the new Ruin. I like the new ruin. I've said this, I'll say it again, I like the new ruin changes. They actually are nice. But the thing is, they're coming out on the wrong time. You see, in maps like Wrecker's Yard, which I think, in my opinion, is probably the most balanced map in the game, but I think it's the most balanced map in the game. I can make a different video about it if you guys want to see why. But maps like Wrecker's Yard, the new ruin will come in handy for every killer because it's a compact map. So you can force survivors off gens no matter which killer you're playing, which will mean, you know, gens are gonna regress. It's also gonna come in real handy for, you know, 3-gens, you know, Doctor, or, you know, people who can 3-gen, even Plague, who can, I think, is one of the best 3-genning killers. I can make another discussion video on that. But the thing is, the new ruin changes isn't bad. It's just that, because the maps are so big, you're gonna be able to traverse to the other side of the map as any killer besides, you know, Billy, Nurse, and, you know, Demogorgon, if you were able to set up your portals before gens popping on your face, you're gonna be able to, you know, traverse around and push them off of maps. But, you know, killers like Leatherface, Plague, Trapper, they don't have any, and they won't be able to force survivors off of gens, so ruin will not come in handy. That is the problem with the new ruin. It isn't a bad change, it's just, with the way maps are and how big they are, it just won't come in handy. Then he made a different point about ranking, and how, I mean, not only ranking, but how devs should, you know, look at other games, and he posted a link to another video which talked about how just, you know, there are good games which has shown us time and time that there is a way to balance around the bottom and top plays. Now, I haven't watched the video because the same bullshit has been used in all the fucking Reddit posts and everything, and the Discord discussions. Here's the thing, Dead by Daylight isn't like those games. You see, a perfect example I have is Rainbow Six Siege. Whenever Rainbow Six Siege nerfs and balances something, it's, you know, it balances around the top and the bottom, and it works for Siege. How does it work for Siege? Let us identify. Rainbow Six Siege has a shit ton of esports games happening, right? There are so many fucking tournaments going around that the devs have so much data that they can gather from the top one. Plus, even though their ranking system is hard, which is, you know, it's time and, you know, it's the top percent. People who are on, you know, the top, I forgot the new rank, the purple one, are usually like the top players generally because of how their ranking system works. But it's a shooter game. There are 20,000 shooter games, and so Ubisoft has a lot of different, you know, games that they can look and identify things from, plus their own game, which has a shit ton of esports happening, and they can gather from, like, their top players. They can gather data and feedback from their top players. So, and because there aren't a lot of variables in a game, it's just on operators and how people play them. Like, there's a lot of variables in that. They can just look at an operator and say, oh, this is too powerful. You know what I mean? There aren't a lot of variables and RNG affecting those opinions for the devs. So they can go, okay, we'll do this. So, like, Blackbeard's shield getting nerfed, it can, you know, ruin Blackbeard to a point, but the thing is, it's balanced for the bottom and the top. and people still find a way to play him. Like Blackbeard's forcing Windows because that's where they're strong at. And there are other games like that, you know, there are a shit ton of games like this. But Dead by Daylight is a unique game. One, Dead by Daylight isn't a tournament-ready game. There are too many RNGs and there are too many variables. Two, ranking system cannot be perfectly adjusted because there are too many variables that contribute to that, which equals, hey, we don't have a top 1% because rank doesn't mean shit. And this is one point I agreed with Tyde. Like, I think the only point I agreed with Tyde in his video, ranking should matter. It doesn't matter, but it should, because, you know, a lot of the problems in games are focused around you know, ranking system not being accurate enough. I agree, I completely agree. You know, solo queues are terrible because you can get, you know, people who don't belong in that rank. Totally agree. But the thing is, you cannot have an accurate pipping system in this game. You just can't. It's really hard. There are too many variables. You cannot make it too hard. Then it's really hard to pip. Like, really hard to pip. Which he did make as a point. Killers have a tough time pipping because there are too many variables. And the thing is, it's not accurate enough for all killers because Billy syndrome will kick in and you will not pip if you're playing Billy, or, you know, if Billy syndrome kicks in. Just... And then he says that, you know, Dead by Daylight should kind of be like what this video says. But the thing is, it can't. Dead by Daylight is one-of-a-kind game. It doesn't have other games that it can look to and go, hey, that worked for that game, I can make it work for this game. Because two separate games. There are two different games. There's no game like Dead by Daylight currently anywhere. And if there was, I probably would have moved on from Dead by Daylight. I'll come to that point in the end of this discussion when we move into games. And the thing is, because we don't have an esports, we cannot have top players because we don't know who top players are. We don't know who top players are. We cannot, the devs cannot gather feedback. Plus, there are so many variables in the game. A lot of the games are dependent on RNG. Like, you cannot hold a tournament game in the same map with the same killers and same survivors and have the same outcome, because the way the pallets spawn, the way the generators spawn, the way the tiles spawn together and like near each other, there are so many things dependent on RNG in this game that you cannot have an accurate feedback. And you cannot go, oh, this person is rank 1 and their opinion is more important than these people, and then balance it around the top. It doesn't work. You know how I know it doesn't work? For Honor. For Honor is one of those unique games that I've played. I haven't seen any game like For Honor. Like, if there are any games like For Honor, please let me know, because I would love to play For Honor with, but a version that is not dead. Like, For Honor is a very unique game, and I loved playing For Honor, but the thing is, For Honor is dead, if you have noticed. Barely anyone plays For Honor. You want me to tell you why? The reason is, they balanced around the top. And the thing is, there was a lot dependent. There wasn't a lot dependent on RNG, but they didn't have a top 1%. The top 1% is people who have been playing the game ever since it came out, if they haven't left, which means they know all there is to know about the game. And if they balanced around the top, so new people came in, and when new people came in, they got absolutely fucked by good people. Like, I've experienced this. Against new people who joined, it was a fun game. We were all figuring out, but then they would have a friend or someone who's played the game for long enough would join, like 1K hours, and I couldn't hold my own against them because they knew there was like all there was to know, and they just fucked me over. You cannot balance around the top or the game dies. And if they balance this game around the top, then the new people would leave. And the thing is, even in the way it is, a lot of people left who joined. Do you want me to give you an example? There was an overrush of people who started playing Dead by Daylight when Stranger Things came out. So many people played this game when they saw Steve and Nancy and Demogorgon, and fuck, the queue times were great because there were so many people playing. But guess what? They left soon after because they couldn't figure out the game. And playing against people who actually knew the game, they couldn't do shit. Now this can come into ranking system, blah blah blah. It's a completely different thing. But people who joined left soon after because this game does have a learning curve. If you don't know how to loop efficiently, if you don't know how to, the worth of pallets and chaining tiles and just as survivor or playing killer and moonwalking and forcing survivors into a smaller area of gens, just pressuring the game, when to slug, when not to slug. If you don't know these things, you will struggle in the game. That's why so many people left who joined after Stranger Things, because the game wasn't what they expected. 1, 2, they didn't know how to learn the game. They didn't know what the fuck was happening. And so when you do that, what happens? Then if you balance around the top, this game isn't already balanced around the top, and it still has a learning curve, right? If you don't, because there isn't any game like this. If you play shooters, let's say you played Call of Duty for a while, right? If you pass the Battlefield, you will not struggle that much because the core mechanics of the game are the same. Or if you play a story game and pass to another story game, you will not struggle that much because the basic mechanics of the game are usually the same. The one thing that I can find is Call of Duty Rainbow Six Siege, which people might struggle a little bit, but still, shoot, fast reflexes, game knowledge, it all helps you out. And people who have played Call of Duty for a while will know this when they pass the Rainbow Six Siege. No one can pass from a shooter or any game and come to Dead by Daylight and know the core mechanics of the game. There's no game like Dead by Daylight, so there's a learning curve. So when you balance around the top who've been playing this game for like 2K hours or 3K hours, and new people come in and don't know what the fuck is going on, and the game is balanced around the people who know the game, they're gonna be fucked. There's gonna be no new people coming in. And then the game is gonna slowly die because no new people are coming. And then people are just gonna be playing against the same people over and over and over and over and over again. You know what that will lead to? People will get bored because every game is slowly gonna turn into the same thing. I've experienced this on PC. When queue times got terrible and a lot of survivors left for a little while, when pallet vacuums and double pallets were gone. A lot of survivors left, only to come back, but a lot of survivors left. And guess what happened? Every single killer game or survivor game was the same. Because you kept going against the same people over and over and over again in top ranks. Even on lower ranks. Because there was barely anyone new coming in, and top percent was gone. Dead by Daylight was almost dead back then. I was actually expecting Dead by Daylight to die. Because you played against the same people, and God, it was fucking boring. Every game was almost the same. That's why devs balance around the bottom a lot. because the top percent can deal with it, while if you balance with the top percent, the bottom percent cannot deal with it. Like, do you want the game to die? And he made another point of a lot of veterans leaving the game, quitting the game, including himself. Why is he back in the game? Tide, if you quit, why are you back in the game? And I'm not saying this in a rude way. Why are you back in the game if you quit? Because I quit too for a while. I quit for a year after because of the learning curve that I couldn't learn. The game first came out, no one knew what the fuck was going on. It was all enjoyable. Then people actually started learning, and I was falling behind because I was kind of focusing on paladins at that point as well, and I didn't have enough time to catch up with 360s and looping, so I was fucking up. So then I moved on to paladins, and then half a year later I went, fuck, dude, I'm low-key getting bored of paladins, you know, tournament stress and all that stuff. I'm kind of getting bored. There was this game I played, right? Dead by Daylight. Fuck, my controller almost fell. No, Dead by Daylight, let me play that. I played. And even then, this year, 2019, I was slowly getting bored of Dead by Daylight. Like, fuck, for 4 months, I played a shit ton of Rainbow Six Siege. Not 4 months, but like 2 months, around like a whole school term, I played only Rainbow Six Siege. I played like a game of Dead by Daylight and then went back to Siege. I would just play Dead by Daylight or any other game just to breathe in between Rainbow Six Siege. Right? And then I played a bit of Paladins, and then, you know, some games. I played, you know, Detroit and stuff with Sasha. But the thing is, I missed Dead by Daylight, and there wasn't any game I could go, oh, okay, I'll just play this instead of Dead by Daylight because they're basically the same thing. Dead by Daylight is a unique game, and I'm assuring you that is why Tide came back. Plus, I know a shit ton of veterans who quit the game and then come back because they missed the game. There isn't any game like Dead by Daylight they can play. That's why Tide came back, and I'm assuring you, that's why I came back. That's why a lot of my friends come back. Best example, Shakira, one of my friends. She would like play for like 500 hours and then quit the game because she would get bored, and now she's back in Dead by Daylight playing it again. You cannot leave this game for long because it's just too unique and too fun. There isn't any game like this that you can replace it with. And another point he made... Fuck, I forgot the point he made. Oh, he said, silly changes the devs have made, Ruin is one of the worst ones. What silly changes? Everything the devs have done is to balance the fucking game. The one thing, the one silly change that I can agree with, that they have made over the course of this game is back when flashlights, you know, you could blind a killer while they were picking up. Like, just anywhere in the animation. Like, in the beginning, in the middle, you didn't have to time it perfectly. You could blind them any time, and they would actually just get fucking, you know, they would drop the survivor no matter what. Same with pallet drops. You could drop a pallet at any time and stun the killer, and then they would drop after the pickup animation was done. That was the one silly change that I've seen them introduce so far. The one silly change that they've introduced so far is that change, which was fucking dumb. And then 2 weeks later, they took it out of the game. Now, the one time I actually... I can't say get pissed, because back when I was a silly survivor who didn't play killer and was like, double pallets is fine, how dare you remove 60% of the pallets from the game. then I actually started playing the game and I got good. Not good, but decent. And agree with them making that change. You see, I haven't seen a single change that the devs have done that is silly. Sure, some things I've questioned and been like, hey, you know, you could have done this instead. But none of them have been silly because, you know, nurse change is probably one of the things he finds silly. Nurse change wasn't silly, it was kinda needed to balance, and Nurse is still good. Nurse is still the best killer in the game. In no way did Nurse got fucked. Like everyone says, maybe she's not as powerful as she was, agreed, because old Nurse didn't need skill. The new Nurse does, so it's not really a silly change, it's a balance, you know, change. So yeah, that's like the one thing. And he also called the Doctor changes nerf, even though he didn't play it. Look, it's so easy to just look at it and go, it's a nerf, just try it. But again, they tried it, and again, it's on PTB. Just wait until it comes on live, and then you can try it. And also, I'm gonna have a stream when the Myth chapter comes out, which is probably gonna be next week sometime. That's how it works, because the PTB I think closed last week. Did it? Or did it open up last week after the Doctor changes and Rune is gonna come out? So, you know, we're gonna have a stream where we test a new Doctor and where we test the Rune changes on every killer. I'm actually want to do that. Testing the Rune changes on every single killer, and, you know, just doing it. Now, the main focus of this stream, not main focus, but just for a little bit, he said, very generalizing, he said, I've talked to people who have said they've played killers without Ruin, and they have gotten a 4K, which is the way they see 4K. And another thing that annoyed me was his way of pipping. I mean, his way of winning, the way he sees winning is pipping. Totally fine. But he kind of like was going, oh, I don't know, it was his tone. But he was like, oh, you know, they've gotten a 4K, but that's not a win. For them, it's a win. For you, it might not be. But his tone just kind of sounded like he was dissing. It might not be, but his tone was just kind of very misleading and very just like, hey dude, you're entitled to your own opinion, I'm entitled to mine, why does your opinion have to be the correct one? I questioned that whenever he spoke about, you know, winning. Now, even though my way of winning is 4Ks, he said even in the end of the video, he said, have fun with potatoes. Potato survivors. No. Even against good survivors, you can still do fine. I actually tried this before they announced the Ruin changes, I think. Or around when... No, it was when True first made the video about, you know, Wraith being viable. I just kind of on my own did, you know, I Prestige 2 Demogorgon just have no perks, and I only ran Surge and got 4Ks, and they were decent survivors. I went until like the second gen, and I actually had to try hard, you know, to win and to get a 4K, and I still got a decent gatekeeper. It's not about going against potatoes. The thing with Ruin changes is, as Scott and I have said in my video as well, but, you know, Scott as the superior content creator who, you know, just, as Scott said as well, in a better way than I ever did, killers are gonna have to try hard more in order to win games, like, you know, either Pip or 4K. Because their only way of slowing down the game is going to be slugging and pressuring the hook a little more, because that's the only way they can force survivors off of gens. So, killers are gonna start being, nice killers are gonna be being nice less and less because of the fact that they have to pressure the game somehow. I want to kind of show that. Now, I want to do this with, like, killers just in general, like a few killers, probably Oni next, but just do it on a demo, right? Now, I'm going to run just a few perks, different games. I'm going to keep these 3 perks the same. Now, how it's going to go is, first I'm going to run Remember Me. Then, I don't know what I'll run. Maybe I'll run Blood Warden and Remember Me. Then one game, I think just for first game, let's run Whispers. And then next game I'll run Corrupt Intervention and Whispers. Then the next game I'll run, Sloppy Butcher and Thanatophobia combination. And then, probably for the last game I'll run the Remember Me Blood Warden. Just a test. And I'm not going to be playing nice. I mean, if there's memes going around and we have enough pressure, then I'll just kind of meme around, sure. But I'm not going to be, the nice killer that I kind of usually aim to play. It's going to be playing... I'm not going to be fully sweating, but I'm just going to be, pressuring the hook when I see them. I'm going to be, playing just as well as I can without going down to the sweaty line unless I really have to pressure the game. I just want to test. This is kind of like a test thing. Let's run, not even run add-ons. Why not? Just fucking show you. Let's run Muse Guts and run Green Tribe. Just yellow add-ons. Why not? I'll do this on Oni next. Freddy next, maybe. And these do all have a certain amount of, map pressure. Then I'll run it. I'll try it on Leatherface, Pig. This whole stream is just kind of, at least to a certain extent. God, we're 40 minutes through and it's just been a discussion. But yeah, I just want to test things. I'll do it on Doctor, and on Doctor I don't have barbecue and chili. I'll do it on Huntress, who also doesn't have barbecue and chili, and Huntress doesn't have map pressure at all. I'll do it on Wraith, who also doesn't have barbecue and chili. It's just a test. I don't have barbecue and chili, so I won't know where survivors are, so I'm just gonna have to pressure them on my own. This is just for experimenting, and we'll check how well we go with, pipping as well. This is just for kind of pressuring and seeing how we go. And I'm gonna make a Twitter post after this game being like, hey, we're doing this, why not come and join? We're having fun. And this isn't... I put Tide and everything on the title, but that's because I saw Tydes' argument recently, and some of the arguments he made was just too straight on. And I was like, really? So that's why I put, Tide is like the main focus that I'm responding to. But I'm responding to kind of a lot of different people who in general have been saying that, just the ruin changes is just gonna fuck up everything. Now, here's the thing, I don't have a lot of time to put down portals, so I'm gonna be just put down here on the door. Portals are gonna take the second kind of, portals are gonna be second focus. Whispers hasn't activated, so they're all on that side of the map, which is good for me. They've spawned kinda together. They're also missing skill checks. No ruin. Alright. Now straight up I need to find someone. They also spawn here. Sprint burst. Straight up just get Thanatophobia stacks. I think someone is on that gen. I want to pressure them off and get as many Thanatophobia stacks as I can. Now, I don't know if the Rancid Abattoirs... This is a terrible map. I just... That's it down because Jen got cocky. Fang is here. That's 2 downs. Fuck, the game is loud. Let me just... Alright, they've gotten that gen. I've gotten... Breakout? Not gonna matter. And now the game's too quiet. God, I hate this. I know Fang is here. Alright, this game might not count because of the fact that they're just throwing themselves at me. Wow. And the Mega's here. I have no hooks, just save him. I'm gonna be nice to a certain extent. I have so much pressure going on. Hey, we're kind of doing stuff on what Tydes said and playing without Ruin for a little while. With different killers just to test. Now, this is one of those potato games that he was talking about, but... That's not This is not going to be the only game we play. I just want to quickly I just want to see. No, like, I don't believe that without Ruin, killers are completely fucked. You know, killers are just gonna have to be playing a little more sweaty, which is what we're doing. Someone saved, someone's still here. Nice, Meg. And James dead. I want to get some points because this game is going off for like nothing now. They're not gonna be able to get gens done. Let's walk this. Why not? Yep. Okay, the God window isn't open on Rancid Abattoir, so I can deal with it. Thank you, auto aim. Not the meat I wanted to smack. Someone is passing by to that end. Nice that hard. I wanted to get my shred. I want points. That pallet. Whatever. I'll just go with the try hard that I promised. God, I'm playing terrible. What the fuck? Hi. The other thing is there. Give me points. I want points. Thank you. Now slug because I know Fang is here. See, 1 gen done. We have 1 kill. 1 down. A little bit of gen progression, but we're about to get the 2nd down. And no Ruin. Now, these are not the best survivors. I'll agree. Good choice. That was actually a good play. That Fang is actually the good one, and Meg. So it's 2 on 2. It's evenly spread out. So Meg is going that way. Fang is coming to us. For some reason. I'm not... I did make that. Jesus. I wasn't sure if I would make that or not. Yep, she has no choice. Got the shark pile down. She might do a trade. Huh? Why did I not shred? I'm down there. We're tryharding, remember? Nice. Why she leave? No bar time save. Probably because she was desperate to get that save down. just wanted the points, but, you know, tryharding. Let's see the Meg. She's probably waiting around. I'm just gonna go pick up. There's no reason to just waste time. Since I don't exactly know where she is. Oh, it's Cole Eats Kids. I know him. Now the Meg is, I'm guessing, in a locker because I have no clue where she is. If she escapes this hatch, I'll consider it a 4K. Nope. Save. Hey, Fang. Okay, this game doesn't count. We'll do another Whispers game. But, like... You see, like, you can't deny these games. You know what I mean? These games happen because of the fact that survivors do these things. There are too many variables. Alright. What was the point of that? I'm just gonna slug, get the Meg. He doesn't have anything to use here. Nice. I just want to shred you. Oh no, you don't ever do that. You don't ever, never do that against the Demogorgon. She might Kobe. That's why I'm gonna leave a portal next to her just for points as well. Why not? Oh, easy deliverance. Unexpected, but gonna hook the thing. Got my power back. She's probably on that side of the map still. And I have a few portals there, so I should be able to make it, even if she gets the hatch. Solid game. I have no clue where she is. She's stuck around or went into a locker. Now this turns into a hatch game. Yeah, I heard it open. And now she's screwed. I have a portal at that door. Put one right here. Just gonna go to that. And put a closer one. She's lucky because the doors spawned fairly further away from each other. But you should still be able to pressure it. There's like a line of portals here. Go. And go back. Whispers is inactive. She's here. I totally forgot I'm using Whispers. I don't usually use Whispers on Demogorgon, so... Yep, and we found her. Let's close this since... She can loot me, but the game is over. There are no pallets there, so... She went the long route. You're done points. Thank you. Wow. What would I ever do without Ruin? What would I ever do? try that again. And if you get potato survivors again, no, well, nothing I can do. We'll just move on to corrupt intervention. Quickly spend these points on Freddy. I'm trying to get level 50 as well, then I'm gonna get my Huey Prestige 2 level 50 ready. Huh? Honestly, something says Mindbreaker would work decently on Freddy. Because once you teleport, it's like they're still exhausted. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly get back. I'm gonna get some snacks and we'll be queuing up at that time. Every stream, I'm like, or I'm gonna get some snacks. People are like expecting fucking Hagrid instead of Jake Jesus. But no, I considered myself fit, like not fat at all. And I do sports, so it's just a teenager body craving sugar. I burn off too many calories. I don't know. Half a pack of Oreos is fine. I've done worse. Someone break this. I'd rather. God, this is a terrible map as well. I already see someone running across. 2 people. Oh, fuck yeah, this is great for me. I'm gonna leave the people who are going to the side of Rancid Abattoir, because I can't risk to deal with it. Someone is... Yeah, I don't see you. They're all not... They're going to the Rancid Abattoir side, so I'll rather chase Claudette than that one. I thought she was gonna go for the pallet. Give me my Oreos. I would rather have him get that gen. Yeah, I'll just pressure Jane. That gen is too far away anyways. Yeah, he fucked up here. You're not making it anymore. There's currently only one person who's working on that gen. These aren't potato survivors either. I don't think I can call them potato. They're like the best, but they're still fairly decent. They've got a good map. Okay, now I can pressure that because that's really close to me. Yep. I'm back. I'm working on that gen. I slugged Jane because of the fact that I didn't want to get the S. I would rather chase Meg and get some Phantophobia stacks rather than lose a lot of pressure because of tunneling. They're all around. And I have no 1-2 pressure currently. It's not good. Alright, Jane is there. Not going for the save, smart. The gut pal's gone. Nice. Yeah, you have nothing there. You're in the dead zone, buddy. Smart. Jane's DS should have ran out by now. Yeah. Which other gen? Oh, I only pressured one gen. I was like, which other gen did I hit with Surge? They're working on it. I have a good 3 gen here, so I'll keep that. Yeah, they can get that. I don't really care. Wait, the portal I put down there didn't count. Good. Because the god window's open. So good. So they're over there. Yeah, now they're coming down. I'm decently struggling in this map. Like this time around. It's a big map. Like it's not as good as last one, but we still have a decent amount of pressure going on. So behind the tree. Nope. Scratch marks? God, scratch marks are fucked. Don't scratch marks. Did she just double back? Meg. Meg. Yep. Oh, last second save. Nice. I'll just down her for extra pressure. I need to establish pressure before they get something done. I need them to... Yeah, keep going here. That's good for me. That are nice. This is perfect for me. Because now I'm going to go back for Megan, and they will have to come all the way here to heal Jane. This is perfect for me. Also, the reason I went mute a second ago is... Oh, they healed her up already. Why not? Whatever's. There was some time. This is all good for me. The reason I went mute a second ago is... my stepdad came in and asked if I wanted to go golf lessons, and I was like, sure, why not? Sports. They're over on that gen. I'm just gonna teleport. Why not? I want to activate these. They're back there. Fuck yeah. I'm just gonna block them off from passing by. Like, they can get that gen happily. That's good for me because it leaves these 4 gens for me. Even though I won't pressure this one. I'm wasting a shit ton of their time just by standing here. Like, she's getting a lot of foot progression. Alright. I'm just gonna go back and pressure them. Dancing for me, buddy. Do you have a palp there? You do. Fuck that palp. We're already working on that gen. I can force them off of it. Unless someone's working around these gens, but no. Because the other Claudette was spending time healing. Jane has a god window. Don't bother with that. Someone is around the shack. Someone's coming from this side. Now the Jane would be coming down, I'm guessing. This hook is my... She's just doing a gen. She's not even going for the god window. I don't... Now, you can call this camping if you want to, but I need to pressure the hook because this, like, we're tryharding here. This is the one thing that's gonna give me pressure. Now the Meg is to my right. Nice, they got the Jane, but I have 3 times Kobe stacks now. If they can get that gen done, again, it's good, better for me, so I'll just rather focus on this Meg. He's going to a dead zone. No, I don't know if I got rid of this pallet. No, I didn't. But that's fine. I guess we're not getting rid of it yet. Claudette was spending time healing. I'll get her here. I'm spending time coming over here instead of doing something useful. So Jane's still on that, they're all on that. Now I'm just gonna pressure them and get some... Really, Claudette? Thank you, Aim. Oh, nice. You're my slave now, bitch. Go back into the basement. I can get blind, but I'm getting a hit, so I don't really care. Someone's going for the safe, so I'm just going to pressure them. She can stay slug there. I got the surge on that gen, so get some regression before... Am I chasing the Meg? Yep. Well, too bad. The other Claudette didn't take the aggro Jane, so... Never mind, I got 180'd by baby Meg. Not again, though. First time I was inspecting, not this time. No, yes, she's dead. That's what, you don't know how much you helped me. Now I have a 3-gen. Like a perfect 3-gen. They're probably working on gens and I don't have anything to slow it down. So I need to go check my gens. I'm working on that. But I do have whispers active, so that might be that gen. One here. Probably gonna, if not these two, they're probably gonna be attacking that. Nope, they're that. This Claudette's dead as well. The scratch marks they're really recent, so not from this Claudette. Just focusing on the window. Nope. She didn't fall for it, but she's making it. Alright, I have another kill. Even if they get the gens done, I'm gonna have a shit ton of pressure on both doors, but they won't be able to because all the gens were fully regressed. Do you think that was gonna work? I'm just gonna vault it. My point. Bruh! Did you burn your flashlight? What a fucking dummy, dude. Where is she? She is around. She might be that gen. She might be behind the gen. No, she's in any gens. Is she? I still have whispers here. She might be waiting by the hatch. Oh no, she's definitely in this area of the map. Still have whispers. Head on me, bitch. Give me that head on. I want it. Nah, I'll keep these two for the doors. Where's the hatch? So on this quarter of the map. Yep, there she is. Hiding like a pussy. I know she has that hard. If the hatch is there, then we're making it. No, we are. Is the hatch here? Oh, it is. Oh, you're fucked. Nice one. Nice adrenaline. I want more points anyways. Give me them points, boy. Yeah, I would think so too. Hold it again, bitch. Fuck, I didn't make it that time, but oh well. GG's. GG's. No ruin. Against decent survivors. Terrible map. Like, huge map. Still a 4 kill. Let's look at our emblems. Still gold. Unbreakable? Almost an iridescent gatekeeper. No ruin. Everything else is iridescent. Almost a double pip. Still a win. No ruin. slowing. Look, just play smart. Like me letting them take, like, I literally didn't pressure the corner of the map for a reason. I had a perfect 3-gen back there. I could somewhat pressure that middle gen. Just play smart. That's what, literally all you have to do is kill her. Play smart, play tactical, and then you'll win. You don't need ruin for that. Try to corrupt information, whispers, barbecue, and xenophobia. I need to message Mark really quickly. So we played 2 games. Both were without ruin. First game, sure, say potato survivors. Last game was terrible map against decent, somewhat decent survivors. Still pipped, still got 4Ks. According to both sides, you know, vision or, you know, idea of winning. I should have made the title, Playing Without Ruin. That's just nothing. But that's like the point I'm trying to make. That would like disagree with the point I'm trying to make. Playing Without Ruin, it sounds like special. It's not. Like, I'm trying to make the point that you still can play without ruin. In fact, they haven't even changed the gatekeeper being lenient. I still got a gold, almost iridescent gatekeeper from that game. Imagine if it was lenient. Iridescent gatekeeper, easy. Also, with not dissing Tide, I'm not trying to be like smart text here. Not dissing Tide, like it's not the not dissing Tide part is just for like, you know, I'm not trying to like diss Tide and be like, oh, what he says is shit. I'm just trying to like show his opinions and why I don't agree with them. So now, corrupt. Okay, So Whisper's already started up. Fuck, I'm lagging. Fuck yeah. Whisper's already opened up, which means... yeah, the survivors are spread around. I'm gonna focus on the survivors inside this area. Fuck, they spawned next to me, huh? Wait, where'd they go? There. Yeah, she's committed to it. I'm not gonna break it because she's moving away from it. Yeah, you fucked up there. They all spawn next to me, what the fuck? I'm just gonna leave him. I'm gonna push the people inside here. Like this Adam. Yeah, this game I might struggle. Might even lose. The swamp is one of those maps you need rune on, but oh well. Hi, Yui. Fuck yeah, more pressure, more thanatophobia. Oh no, you fucked up there. Yeah. That's dead hard. Honestly, we may have just turned down the game and like extended the time we have just because of that little pressure we just put. And now Steven's giving himself to me too. Yeah, I'm not making that. Now I am. They're gonna pick up Adam. It's fine. They're all healing. That's fine. Again, time. Nice. I'm gonna go for the person back there. Since they're injured. So yeah. It's better for me. Okay, this Adam might be considered baby. And I will not disagree with that. This Adam is interesting. But again, nothing I can do. I'm just playing the game. Someone's going for a save. Yui's still on that gen. Ship. Just heard someone running from my right. Yui. Pressure Yui here. She doesn't have much here. Hello? Nah, it's too late on that. Nice. Huh? That should have been it. I'm leaving Yui here because they're popping gens and I have to pressure Adam. People over there. Adam's out in the open. Tunneling or not, I need to punish Adam for being this out in the open. Just waiting there, smart. He's gonna make it this. Unless that happens, I would have gotten him. I was gonna drop it. Nope. Yep. I wish he got cocky. That would have been beautiful for me. So Adam is still on the ground. We get him stuck here. I'm fall for it. Spending too much time on the ship, but he didn't go this way. Oh well. Go back there. Double heals going on. A lot of Thanatophobia stacks. People going here have nothing. Did you get the heals on though? God. One vision. Yeah, she fucked up. She's dead. That dead art ain't saving you, buddy. Honestly, I should have pressured that gen. I made mistakes, yeah. I fucked up because of the fact that I didn't pressure that gen. I should have moved on from there to here, because the second these pallets are gone, they have nothing they can use. But I can still do something, somewhat out of it. Someone's on that gen, someone's back on that gen. Yeah, I'm fucked. Got that one done. Shit deliverance. Yeah, no, this game is falling apart. There's no way I'm winning this game. I should have swung through it. I would have caught it if I swung through it. Ah. Yeah, no, this game is gone. Oh well. Can't win every game. See, this is like the instance I would agree Ruin is needed. Swamp is a huge map. Swamp is a huge map. Yeah. Oh well. Still might get 1 or 2 kills out of it. I'm gonna pressure that door. Adam's to my right, but oh well. I'm just gonna pressure 2 people on this side. Gonna go for the window. Nope, just staying safe. Fuck, she went there. She's not going to any doors. So get you stuck here. Nope, you're just gonna leave. That's better for me. She still has dead hard. Unless she had adrenaline. No, she didn't. Dead hard. Nope. Not dead hard. She may not try 360 if she did. You with the Septic Agent? Question mark. Breakout and Septic Agent. Wait, she's not doing the... She went. Scratch marks. Back. Yeah. Oh well. That's dead hard. Yeah, we're getting our 1 kill. That's about it. Hey Yui. What are you up to? Give me that Septic Agent, baby. she have that art? No, she has balanced landing. Yeah, no, Steve is quite remarkable. GG's. GG's. Good game. Still may have pipped. Pipping is winning. No, I didn't pip. Oh well. GG's. What's up with this? Someone just sent a lot of messages and then just double backed. Honestly, I'm already bored. Fuck. Jesus, I don't think I have, like, look, okay, you might call me whatever you want to, but, like, in the end, you know what I'm gonna bring it to? I'm gonna bring it to the fact that you cannot win every game. Sure, we lost that game. I wasn't expecting to win with Swamp, but just people who want to win every game. I forgot to talk about this because I was going to. Why not? Take whatever you want. No, I'm doing 2 as well. Just, you cannot win every game. Establish that. We just put a ruin back on. It's just, people are like, I need to win every game in a row and just, We lost the game, sometimes you get terrible maps, sorry it happens, nothing you can do about it. Let's try it on Oni. I want to see how it works on Oni. Whispers instead of ruin. Speed out on. It will. Let's see. And you see, the reason I lost in Swamp is, it wasn't because, not only because like the map is bad, I made wrong decisions. Like, I made bad decisions when it came to protecting with gens. Like, those inside gens were already almost done. Instead of trying to protect those, I should have gone for the gen outside near the shack. Because that had a clear 3 gen that I could have easily pressured, but instead I chose to pressure gens that I almost finished. You see, this mistake, like, it's not... You make mistakes, survivors have nothing they can do but, you know, abuse those mistakes you made. It's the same for you as killer. You know, the survivors make mistakes, you pressure them for the mistakes they made. Like, it's so stupid. It's not me farting, by the way, that's my little Iron Man Legends figure going. with his arms. Don't believe me? Don't believe me then. God, I really don't want to play Survivor today, but 2 people are asking me to, like, play. I just don't want to play Survivor today. So I'm gonna play some killer, get some blood points going. So Freddy doesn't have fucking barbecue either. Now I have to prestige 1 Freddy and Huntress. Now what I'll probably do is I'll prestige 1 Huntress, hopefully get barbecue. I'm probably not gonna stick by this plan, but then go and prestige 3 Mayoni and then my Yui? Yeah, probably. Or maybe the other way around, or maybe I'll just get Freddy prestige 1 as well. You never know. But I do just want to prestige 3 Mayoni and get him out of the way. Already whispers they're on that corner of the map. It's fairly close by. Hi! They keep running it this way. Dropped a pallet. You were very indecisive on dropping that pallet. And a gen already popped. Oh well. Happens. Two people. Just gonna pressure them. I need to get as many people injured and get my power as fast as I can. I'm stuck on that wall. Still getting that hit though. She's still here. She is. Fuck. Keep blinding me, bitch. Someone from my right. Hi, Steve. Oh, so close. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Fuck. I'm terrible at Oni. Should probably just... Holy shit, how did you gain that much distance? Yeah, he's going down, though. What did I just say? I meant to say he's going down, though. I said he's going down low. So now 2 downs. It's great for me. There's nothing they can use on the side of the map. And besides that, but oh well. Claudette just healed. I have half my power back again. And I'm about to get the rest. Alright, that person was doing gens. It's good for me. No pallets here. Should have gone for that pallet. Bruh! You know my 2 blood orbs, bitch? I don't even know where she went. She went for the jungle gym. I'm gonna get my power and fuck off. Pressure the hook because... Oh no, there's still plenty of time until... Nope, you're here. I went through in middle of him, just... You're not making that. Steve... How we feeling? Oh fuck, I went to pick her up before my power ended. Steve, you stay on the ground, my dude. Good for you. And that Claudette's busy healing. Enjoy your potatoes. It's not about potatoes. Like, you can't stop that. Fuck yeah, Claudette. Go. Yeah, you weren't getting this, Claudette. Nah, this game's over. Unless she commits, she commits. I'll let Steve go. Because we're trying to pip and get a 4K. We're supposed to play fair and nice. Nor picked her up fucking midair. Fuck you. Picked up Steve. I'm gonna go for you up. let's just hook Steve. Steve? I just swung. I wasn't expecting to hit. What the fuck? Why was he healing though? And who started doing that gen? I'm in the corner of the map. Fuck you, dude. Jane's gonna get saved, but oh well. I have so much pressure here. Nah, they stopped running. I went back, one of the two. Alright, let's just go for Jane. Because I don't want to waste time. Fuck, it was a Steve. Oh, he went back up there. Are you camping that? I can't swing. I wasn't in a chase. You could have been nice life. A balanced landing, one of the two. Oh, bruh. Thank you. Jesus. Fuck yeah. Easy got pallet. Are you going back up there, really? Huh? I got stuck. No, I can heat you there, right? Yeah. Can I start a chase, please? Why'd you get scared? Okay, they're all on gens. Would you keep doing that gen? Oh yeah, the shack is useless, just so you know. I'm gonna go back for the person who's right here. The Steve is gonna bleed out, so I'm just gonna pick him up instead. Oh fuck, nah, I'm not gonna bother bringing you to the basement. Changed my mind. No, you're not running away. Thanks for clearing that hook. Let me just look up. Oh my god, I'm getting fucked. Yeah, he's dead. Kinda. Gens are popping, but one dead and 2 gens remaining, so we're in a pretty good spot. Can we go for the one? No. Nice dead hard. Someone has been looking for magic items. They're not changing direction. See, you want to talk about it? See, you want to talk about it? She didn't. She might be going for the save, but I don't see her with. She's going for the save. You mean? Oh, fuck yeah. Jing, 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 jing. She stayed smart. Jing, jing. I have a long time to go with my power. And now we're gonna slug and go for this Claudette who's healing in the corner. I wish I could flick. Oh, you're fucked. Was she waiting to dead art until I charged my thing? Why didn't she use her dead, or did she use her dead art earlier? Huh. Questions remain. Where's Jane? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop you I'm gonna activate my power. So points, right? I'm gonna pick you back up. I'm gonna hook you. I'm gonna get some blood or points, and then I'm gonna activate my power again. And then more points. Hmm. 4K. Anal, iridescent gatekeeper. No ruin, iridescent gatekeeper. Almost doubled pit. Alright, I'm done with the whole ruin thing. Just fucking play the game. Let's play some Doctor! There's Bricky. Calls him a Doctor! I don't have barbecue, because I don't. So, you know, let's just play. You know, when I was a kid, if you told me that my life was gonna turn out where I was just gonna be sitting in front of a screen. Oh, Duck is here! Bruh, Duck, how are you doing? We just played some games where, we tested Tydes' kind of opinion of you're fucked without ruin. We did 4 games, and out of those 4 games we won 3 out of 4, 4K and almost double pip. We lost one, and that was because I made mistakes in Swamp. So I don't know. I mean, Jesus, you know, multiple people. Jesus is actually multiple people. It's just like a streamer thing. I don't know. I got it from like watching other streamers who, you know, speak collectively with their audience. We will win. Nah, okay. Alright, so just I just wanted to play Doctor for a game. Doctor without barbecue, please don't bully me. I haven't upgraded him since I started playing here, and I was just upgrading killers randomly. So Nia, where you at? Fuck yeah, more people. Zappy, zappy. Hello, Jane. Bruh, it's the one perk I can't play without. It's just because of the double blood points. I need those double blood points. I'm just gonna zap for points. That was a very... What the fuck happened? She was waiting to vault it, and then she just didn't. And I'm lagging. She's lagging too. Dedicated servers is gonna fix every single problem in the game. Also, I hate Larry's with a passion. There was one. Right, scratch marks there. Hi. Oh, that's close enough. So you're on level 25. That's around like, I would say 200,000 blood points. Maybe just around 300,000, and then you should be able to get it. She died because she thought I was right behind her. That's... I'm lagging, dude. Oh, dude, Life is Strange. What a great game. Honestly, I might switch to Infamous later on and just start playing some Infamous instead of finishing God of War. Oh yeah, you're fucked. No, never mind, I'm lagging. You're fine. I would have downed this Jane ages ago. But I seem to be everywhere. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I haven't played Life is Strange in such a long time. I barely remember anything. It's been a long, long time. I deleted it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Rune's gone. No, no. We're losing the game not because I'm lagging and because I'm everywhere at once, but because Rune is gone. To my left. What the fuck? Hi. Oh yeah. Mind gamed. I've just been mind gamed. Life is Strange 1 or 2? Wait, is there a Life is Strange 2? There is, right? Or am I just bullshitting? I swear there's Life is Strange 2, right? Wait, how long has there been someone with no either? Oh, Jane. Sweetheart. That's why you don't constantly look behind you. She just dropped a ballot because I've never seen this add-on work on someone so hard, not as hard as this Jane. That art. Give me that art. Nice. Give me that DS, bitch. Oh yeah. Hi. I am lagging. I'm not liking this. Bruh, Life is Strange fan. Dude, it's a good game. It's definitely a good game. It's an enjoyable game. Good story. I do like games like Life is Strange. Like after a while, I just kind of like stop playing them because I just kind of get a little bored. But I definitely love them. Oh, I knew it was fucking similar, like familiar. I was like, where do I know this character from? I respect this David. Like, I cannot tell you how much I respect this David. Nice start. I'm like looking at a profile picture. I'm like, where do I know this character from? Like, I think I only played Life is Strange 1. That was ages ago, and then I may have played like the first bit of Life is Strange 2 at a friend's, but then I just like stopped because, you know, time, and socializing. But pretty sure I played Life is Strange 1, bit of 2, and that poor David is gonna have Sloppy Butcher for the rest of his life. A bit of 2, and I don't think I've played Before the Storm. I may have, and I might not be remembering it. Oh no, David. Who saved you, buddy? Tell me who saved you and I'll go after. I don't have it on PlayStation. I don't think I do. Hi! Nice pimpers. I don't think I have it on my PlayStation 4. I don't think so. I think I want to vault this? Oh yeah, camp that. And now you're fucked. That's why you don't camp an unsafe pallet against Doctor, but I'm slugging the gnome either because I respect that David, and he should be able to get to use his perk. Yeah, the David, finally getting his gnome either. Dude, Hag is actually a really good killer. I think she's one of the most underrated killers. People are using the stats that the devs have released to say that she's powerful. No, because people who play Hag actually like know how to play Hag. But the thing is, she's good. Like, good Hags know how to completely just switch you 1-2 and then get you away from pallets. And just teleport and hit you. She's one of those strongest killers. Hi. I couldn't block Yui off, but... So, I know! I don't understand what's up, though. like... My internet's been fine all along, and it just sometimes lags. I'm like, huh? I'm making that. Never mind, I'm not making that. Duck, I wish you luck. I pray for you. You shall get it done. She has a pallet there. Drop it. Yeah, smart. Maybe you're bad luck? Nah. Nah. You gave me my lovely party streamers yesterday. What would I do without you? You're here. Talking to me. Why would you be bad luck? We were lagging a little even before you came around, so... Boy, she's still moaning. Jane, you know you're healed, right? No, I'm pretty sure it's dedicated servers because she's lagging too. Oh, fuck it. Give out all the distance. This is why Doctor's fucking weak. Get zapped, my children. Yes! Alright, in a line. Aww, I was gonna zap all of you. Honestly, should I do an Infamous stream? God, how much fun would that be? Duck, you're the only one here. Should I do an Infamous Second Son stream? It's my favorite game of all time. Let me pull out the Infamous disc. Thank you. Yes. Let's take out God of War. Now we're gonna have fucking. I'm also playing through God of War. So now I'm gonna have 2 games that I'm playing through. God, I'm so messy. Alright, I'll quickly upgrade my Yui, and then I'll just... God, I hate the fact that you cannot switch games while streaming. You have to stop the stream and then start the stream again. I'm quickly gonna put Infamous in so it downloads while I'm done. Hey, people who joined, we're quickly switching over to playing some Infamous Second Son. We're gonna be playing through Infamous Second Son because I've been wanting to play Infamous on stream for a while, and today is the day. Fuck, I forgot to get any means necessary. Oh well. You just upgrade Yui, and then we're gonna be passing over to Infamous. I'm gonna have to stop the stream and then start again. Just stream again. Also, I want people to actually come there and watch, because, you know, I want to make decisions with you guys. Like, that's the reason I want to see you there. I'll be right there. Let me just quickly do this and then